Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Efren Leon.
Mr. Leon. What I have here is a citation that goes back to December 18th of 2024 for possession of paraphernalia. There were also some civil traffic matters at that time. We then have an indication that you did not appear on December 31st of last year.
2024.
Correct, 2024. And
I thought
then when you were in custody in early August, before you went in for the stretch you've been in now, a few days before that, you were released and given a court date and never contacted the court about it. But that's also partially the court's fault, in my opinion. So they should have been able to tell that you were in custody. You're scheduled to get out tomorrow or the next day?
what was that?
When are you scheduled to be released on the felony?
If I'm not wrong, Saturday.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to release you on these charges. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You need to comply with your probation on your felony matters. And I'm noting it looks like you've been in Pima County Jail since August the 7th.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Leon. Just be sure that you're at Tucson City Court on February the 17th.
Okay. Thank you.
Copy the minute in to Rose.
You want to what?
Copy the minute in for your Rose.
Okay.
He was in custody when they issued that.
Okay.
So she needs to know about that.
Your Honor, Moya, he is not here yet, but he's on his way.
Okay.
What am I sorry?
Mr. Moya, what I have here is a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court.
No, Your Honor, this is Yanis Henry.
Oh. Okay, thank you. Mr. Yanes, I have a citation here from December the 22nd, charging you with disorderly conduct. Alleged occurred in the city of Third and Ritchie.
Yes.
Citation charging you, as I said, disorderly conduct. You currently connected with any treatment agencies?
Not currently, I am not with anyone.
All right, because of your felony hold, I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges.
What the felony hold, in the matter of,
The things you were seen on last week, you've got a court date tomorrow.
okay,
Brian Bias.
Mr. Pius, any complaint charging with aggravated domestic violence alleged to occur on or about the 11th of March? Looks like what they've done is, because of your prior history, they've refiled the misdemeanor charges as a felony charge. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
If not,
Nothing further from the state judge.
Yes, Your Honor. As the court noted, this is an upgrade to the misdemeanor charges.
To some
When
of the
to-
felony charges, he's got other ones pending too.
Yes, Judge, I did see those. So looks like this was an incident from back in March of 2025. Pretrial services, as the court may have already noted, talked to the victims. They sustained no injuries. They don't object to his release from custody. One of them wants contact, the second one doesn't. But we are okay with the court ordering no contact with both. Looks like Mr. Piaz is employed. He has one prior felony conviction from 2016. I understand he's scaled at a level 4 and assessed at a level 4 by pretrial and has the FTA scale maxed out. But Judge, we are still asking you to consider releasing Mr. Piaz to pretrial services supervision. I see that there was an in-custody review hearing this morning, but I don't know what happened. It says January the 14th, but obviously it's too early to figure out what happened. The court probably knows more than I do. But Judge, if
In
you're
which
not,
case? I was gonna say, in which case?
I'm looking at the Tucson City Court cases.
So
But
those
yeah.
were reviewed this afternoon, and he's actually not being held, he's being held on an older case.
Right, Judge, he has the $500 bond at the salary to matter.
But he's also got a bond on a Tucson City Court matter. But he has two pending in Tucson City Court. One actually that was continued till next Wednesday,
Yes, Judge.
1:45. And that's the one he's being held on, not the one that is now a felony.
Yes, Your Honor. So I would still ask for release, but if the court is not going to do that and is not inclined to release Mr. Piaz today, we would ask that the bond be somewhere close to $1,000.
Also, the bond at $2,500, preliminary hearing date of January 26th at 1:30. No alcohol or liquor drugs, no acts of domestic violence. No contact with Mr. Lara Acosta.
Is there regulations? There. Okay. So this is just about.
And you don't go to his residence. do you?
I don't. Yes.
And behavioral health assessment and treatment.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Pius.
Kendall,
Your Honor, Stone has just returned to the facility, but they gotta get reprocessed. So can we move Stone to the end?
That's fine.
Thank you, Kendall.
You may be briefly excused for attendance with streams.
You may.
I'll be back soon, Judge. Thank you.
I don't know, we get some hefty misdemeanors, so we'll see. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Robert Kendall.
Mr. Kendall. I have quite a stack of things here for you. I have charges out of Pima County Justice Court, charges from September 26th of 2023 for shoplifting, criminal trespass, failing to appear December the 8th of 2023. Charges from January the 8th of 2025. Also for shoplifting and criminal trespass, failing to appear on February 26th of 2025. And this warrant didn't print very well, so let me see. Let me try and get that one. Let's see, then it looks like charges from September 23rd of 2025, perhaps. No, August 30th of 2025 for criminal trespass. And then failing to appear in court on September 30th. Bond on these will be $500. You not to return to the incident locations. Next court date will be 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Then I have a stack of files for you out of Tucson City Court. I have charges from today. Shoplifting. Let's see. 4 counts in this file. Of shoplifting and 1 of possession of paraphernalia. Then we have another citation with 5 more counts of shoplifting. At the same target there on Old Spanish Trail. We have charges for theft that go back to July of 2018, along with multiple failures to appear. That was at 4685 East Grant. Theft, February 27th of 2019. 5870 East Broadway. Multiple failures to appear. Criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, possession of prescription-only drugs on July 7th of 2019. Failure to appear. Charges for shoplifting, March 26th of 2021. That was 1155 West Irvington, failing to appear in court. Charges for shoplifting, August the 11th of 2022, shoplifting and criminal damage, failing to appear on August 24th, and that was at Cole. You're not to return to any of those incident locations. We'll appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges because there's just entirely too many charges and these need to get handled. If you post the bond on this, your court date will be February the 18th at 2 o'clock. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go to any Target store, Kohl's, or any of the other incident locations. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on January 23rd at about 1:45. And I'd suggest you not discuss the matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Kendall.
I got that through the mail.
Trinsdale,
We'll get lots to fill out, but I think they're all signed. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Trinsdale.
Mr. Trisdale. I have several things here for you. Starting out, Pima County Justice Court criminal trespass, April 13th of this past year. Looks like you didn't make it to court on May the 16th. And then we have new charges for possession of paraphernalia. Next court date on these is going to be tomorrow. At 1 o'clock. Peter Gutierrez will be appointed to represent you. No alcohol or illegal drugs, and you don't go back to the incident location. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And we have files out of Tucson City Court. We have charges that go back to August 27th of 2023. Domestic violence endangerment, domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, domestic violence threats, along with failures to appear, most recently on July 17th. Judge Million requested a $5,000 bond, $5,000 cash bond. We've got charges for criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia, October 3rd of 2024, failing to appear in court. Possession of paraphernalia, October 4th of 2024, failure to appear in court. Criminal trespass on March the 5th of 2025, along with failures to appear in court. You don't go back to any incident locations. You don't have contact with victims.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your next court date will be January 21st at 1:30 in the afternoon. If you post the bond, you need to be present. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on video, but someone from your attorney's office will come out and talk to you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Trisdale.
Hello, good afternoon.
So you're Mr. White, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, at Judge Cornejo's request, you'll be held on a $50 bond. You don't go back to the incident location. Court date will be tomorrow at about 1:30, and Brett Cicero will be about 1 o'clock, and Brett Cicero is appointed to represent you on those charges. Now we've got petition to revoke your probation. Failing to complete intake with probation, failing to complete the intake, domestic violence intake assessment, parenting classes, substance use evaluation. This is a conviction from January the 11th of 2023. Events that are alleged to have occurred in May 11th of 2021.
Excuse me, ma'am. I just wanted to mention that I just had a court date on Monday um with my probation, and we were just talking about these cases, and she was gonna write me uh a letter stating that I did do the time for these warrants that was supposed to be
So who is the probation officer
Alma Perez.
and with what agency?
Um, uh, U.S. probation.
US probation?
Yeah.
This is city court. This was corrective solutions monitoring. Whole different ball of wax.
Um, do you, if it was possible, do you think because I'm right now I'm currently in a halfway house and they're still holding my bed, but I'm not on drugs. I'm not. The only reason why I got picked up was because I was waiting for work, and I guess they found the old warrants on me.
Well, you'll talk to your public defender about it. Because you'll be held on a $2,500 bond on these matters.
You said the court's when tomorrow?
That's the $50 bond. This bond, it's going to be January the 21st.
So there wouldn't be no release tonight.
Correct. Not unless you post a bond.
And how much is the bond?
$2,500. All right. Thank you, Mr. Bowden. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Thomas Laws.
Mr. Lyles. Interim complaint citation charging with domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct alleged to have occurred earlier today. Your next court date is going to be February the 17th at 9:30 in the morning in the Tucson City Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes,
You have no contact with Ms. Long. Do you understand that?
yes,
You don't go to her residence. You can go back once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. Stay away from that whole area, the library.
yes,
Well, behavioral health and substance abuse assessment treatment, possess no firearms or weapons. Do you have any firearms?
no,
Okay. And no alcohol or illegal drugs. Thank you, Mr. Lyles.
you're welcome.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are I have quite a number of files here for you. Charges from February 17th of 2021 for criminal trespass, along with multiple failures to appear. Looks like you were in custody in October. I saw you, you were held, you were seen a couple of days later, 2 days later, and released and given another court date and didn't appear. Charges for possession of paraphernalia and criminal trespass, January 21st of 2023. Failures to appear. Remaining in the park after hours on June 5th of 2023, failing to appear. Shoplifting, September 23rd of 2024. $4320 North Oracle. Theft and possession of paraphernalia on December 27th of 2024, failing to appear in court. Looks like that was the Target out on Old Spanish Trail. And then criminal trespass, October 17th of last year, possession of paraphernalia and failing to appear. We'll once again appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Hold you on a $250 bond. Post the bond, the court date is going to be February 24th at 9:30 in the morning. You don't go back to the incident location, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Substance abuse assessment. And any treatment that's recommended. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on January 23rd, sometime after 1:45. Thank you, Ms. Rivera.
Yes.
Freaking
Let's go back out with the notes and then hold on to with it. Artist. Go ahead, sir.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Michael Marcus.
Mr. Vargas. I have quite a number of files here for you. Charges that go back to June 21st of 2021 for shoplifting at the Walmart on Valencia, along with multiple failures to appear. Criminal trespass, 531 West Ajo, November 14th of 2021, failing to appear when you're out of custody. Possession of paraphernalia and criminal trespass, 255 West Pallenito de Amor. Looks like March 5th of let's see, May 25th of 2023. Again, not making it to court. Criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia, June 15th of this last year. 3050 North Oracle, failing to appear in court. Criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia at 101 West Irvington, August 2nd, failing to appear in court. Criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia, December 12th at 531 West Aho. Failure to appear in court. Criminal trespass, December 12th at 142 West Borrego, failure to appear in court. We're going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Release you on these charges because you've got an adult probation hold. Your next court date's February the 13th at 9 o'clock in the morning, no alcohol or drugs. You don't go back to any of the incident locations or to any Walmart stores. Do you understand that? Thank you, Mr. Vargas.
You.
I mean, we can.
Then we also have charges of domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, domestic violence preventing the use of a telephone. May 12th of 2024, along with failure to appear on June 25th of 2024. Domestic violence disorderly conduct October 20th of 24, failing to appear on November 6th of 2024. Domestic violence assault, July 9th of 2025. Domestic violence, domestic violence interfering with the use of a telephone. And then charges for possession of paraphernalia from August 22nd. You need to abide by all of your previous conditions of release. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Your bond on these will be $2,500. You need to abide by all previous conditions of release, including no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs.
She's gonna see that.
Thank you, Mr. Zazoita.
You're gonna go back, I think. And then, Your Honor, sorry, we keep switching the list around again, but Stone is here and is ready.
Okay. Alma, you said the co-defendant has a PH on 123. Who's representing the co-defendant? Uh, you want an agency number or case or? I don't have the co-defendant's information. 26 0000456. Okay. And I have a number of things here for you, Mr. Stone. We'll start with charges from January the 11th. 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 1 count of misconduct involving weapons, and 1 count of kidnapping. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Set a preliminary hearing date January 23rd at 1:30. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions of release?
Judge, just briefly, the state will reiterate that the bond amount is based on the danger to the community that the defendant posed with his actions, including random members of the public.
And Judge, from the defense, I think I'd start with the matter the court is addressing right now. Mr. Stone's last conviction is from 2009. I do acknowledge he has a lengthy felony history. So if the court's not inclined to do pretrial services, we would ask that just work to. Yeah. So can I have just a moment with him, Judge?
You may, and you realize we've got 3 separate
Yes.
interims as well as a warrant.
Yes, Judge, and I'll talk to him about it in just a second.
Okay.
Thank you. And Judge, in light of the number of matters that are before the court, just on this one, we would propose a $5,000 cash or secured bond. And obviously, I'd recommend the rest of them on the next ones.
Right, and what was your request on this one?
This matter alone is $5,000 cash or secured. Anticipating that more bonds will be set on the next ones.
Given the violent nature of this one, bond will be set at $100,000. No contact with the victims or co-defendant except for legal counsel. You don't return to the incident locations. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or weapons. Then we have an interim complaint charging you with burglary alleged to have occurred on January the 8th. Again, January 23rd at 1:30 for preliminary hearing. And did either council wish to be heard on conditions on this matter?
Anything further from the state?
Judge, we would just propose, since this will have to be a separate bond, since it's a separate LEA number, I would propose 5,000 cash secured on this one.
My bond on this matter will be $7,500. Same conditions of release. Don't go back there. No contact with anyone except through counsel. Then we have a third interim complaint charging you with secondary burglary, theft of means of transportation, theft, and third-degree burglary alleged to have occurred on or about December the 14th. Yeah, actually, you weren't here Monday night, but Monday night we had the co-defendant. At least I signed interims on some of them, but there was another interim coming up, so they held off.
And that's why the January 23rd makes sense, Judge. It's probably the co-defendant's PH.
It is. That's why we're using that date.
Okay.
I knew it sounded too familiar, and then I remembered that's what happened. And did either council wish to be heard on conditions on this one?
Nothing further from the state.
Judge, on this one too, I propose a separate $5,000 bond since it's a separate LEA number. So,
This one will be $15,000. Again, January 23rd. For preliminary hearing date. And then we have a warrant.
And Judge, just for clarity's purpose, I think the state has more information. The warrant is also January 8th. One of the interims is also January 8th. I think, but they're still talking about separate incidents and not the same one as the interim. I didn't pull up the warrant and I didn't look at the LEA number on the FW warrant. So I'm guessing it's a brand.
I'm looking to see where there.
Oh.
It is a different LEA number.
Oh, so that's a separate incident. then.
So, January 8th case that with the co-defendant that we have was Oro Valley PD.
Uh-huh.
B 260102884. The LEA on the warrant is Pima County Sheriff's Department 260108033. These charges include armed robbery with threatened use of a weapon, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, theft of means of transportation, possession of a deadly weapon by a prohibited possessor, criminal damage, discharging a firearm in the city limits, and tampering with physical evidence. Senator Moran. No,
That's a FW, Jeff. So I think he still gets a PH.
you want to put it for the 23rd?
Judge, so I mean, I think if Brad wants to chime in, he can, but if this is unrelated to the co-defendants, I think to be fair to the state, they get till the 26th. But if we have the co-defendant on this one,
I don't
and
believe
somehow
this. I don't know. I don't recall a warrant for the co-defendant the other night. Although I could look it up pretty quickly.
I don't know, Brad.
And Judge, as I'm looking now, he's listed as the sole defendant on that warrant, or in that case.
I wouldn't mind the 23rd. Just kidding. The 26th is fine.
25th is not fine, but the 26th is.
26th, yes, absolutely. That's what I meant.
All right, so this one will be January 26th at 1:30. And did either council wish to be heard further on conditions?
Nothing to add, Judge.
Judge, since Mr. Stone is already being held on close to $150,000 bond, I recognize these charges are serious as well. I would just propose a $25,000 bond cash.
I'm gonna cut back on what I had. I'm looking at pretrial services report on the co-defendant. And one of the things that she had was a felony warrant. Similar charges from January the 8th. Let me see if I can find an LEA number on those. No, I don't have that, but I think they are co-defendants.
And Judge, as I'm looking her up under that LEA number, a case does appear. It's not connected to Mr. Stone, but that might be because it was served on her prior to him.
So the 23rd.
I have no objection, Judge.
Okay.
That works for us, Judge.
And $50,000 bond on this one.
Okay. I think that's Mr. Stone's last one. I don't see anything else.
It is.
Okay. Sir, abundance. Abundance.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
So what's your
You
name?
can do what it is.
Okay. Look at the cameras.
Say at the camera. I think I'm ready.
Mr. Valdez. Interim complaint
Yes.
charging with third-degree burglary alleged to have occurred on the 6th of December. We'll appoint Andrew Ross to represent you on these charges. Set a preliminary hearing date of January 26th at 1:30. State has requested a no bond hold because you were on release when this is alleged to have occurred. So the no bond hearing will be January the 19th at 1:30. No contact with the victims. You don't go back to the Alvarado storage, and I'd suggest you not discuss the matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Valdez.
Different. Yes. I think so. I think it was feeding. Okay. All right, this is yours, sir. Good luck to you. You want to keep your paperwork? All right, good luck, sir. I think the next one's a Spanish speaker.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
Okay. The rest of it. I think we have someone up there.
Yep.
The Spanish interpreter's on the line.
Yes, we have the interpreter, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have the. Yes.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
Buenas noches, le habla la Judge Haidt. ¿Su nombre es?
Jaime Pérez Rivera.
Jaime Pérez Rivera.
Buenas noches.
Good evening.
And what did you say your name was, sir?
¿Me repite su nombre, señor?
Jaime Pérez Rivera.
Jaime Pérez Rivera.
Sí, señor.
Mr. Pérez Rivera, I have a couple of things here for you.
Señor Pérez Rivera, tengo un par de cosas para usted aquí hoy.
Okay.
I have an inner complaint charging you with possession of dangerous drugs.
Tengo una queja interina que le acusa de posesión de drogas peligrosas.
It appears that you may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEP.
Parece ser que puede ser que usted sea elegible o reúna los requisitos para participar en un programa alternativo que se llama STEPS.
That program would require you to do some treatment for a period of time.
Ese programa requiere que usted haga un tratamiento por un periodo de tiempo.
If you successfully complete that, then the charges would be dismissed without ever being formally charged.
Y si usted completa con éxito ese programa, entonces se pueden desestimar los cargos sin que haya recibido acusación o se le hayan levantado cargos. No va a quedar cargos en su contra.
Did you want to explore that program?
¿Usted quisiera averiguar y explorar sobre ese programa?
Yes. Sí.
In that case, your next court date is going to be 1 week from today on January 21st at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Pima County
Y su
Superior Court.
próxima fecha,
Go ahead.
y su próxima fecha de corte va a ser en una semana, el 21 de enero a las 9 de la mañana en el Tribunal Superior del Condado de Pima.
Okay.
And counsel willing to waive
Okay.
time for preliminary hearing?
Yes, Judge. I believe that's March the 2nd.
It is.
Okay.
Right.
Y le pregunta a la jueza al abogado si está dispuesto a renunciar al plazo legal para la audiencia preliminar, que dice que cree que es para el 3 de marzo, dice sí la juez y dice que sí, renuncia a ese plazo legal.
You need to comply with steps.
Usted tiene que cumplir con los requisitos de STEPS
Okay.
And with anything else that pretrial services requests of you.
y también cumplir con cualquier otra cosa o solicitud que hagan los servicios previos al juicio a usted.
Including behavioral health and substance abuse assessments and treatment.
Incluyendo la evaluación y tratamiento para evaluación de salud de comportamiento y tratamiento de abuso de sustancias.
But I also have misdemeanor charges that go back to November of 2023.
También tengo cargos de delitos menores con fecha de noviembre del 2023.
Charging you with criminal trespass at 2332 North Oracle.
23, I'm sorry, can you repeat the address, Your Honor?
2332 North Oracle.
Y es por ingreso ilícito a la dirección 2332 North Oracle.
Your next court date on this matter is going to be February the 10th at 9:30 in the morning in the Tucson City Court.
Y para este caso, pues su próxima fecha de corte va a ser el 10 de febrero a las 9:30 de la mañana en el Tribunal Municipal de la ciudad de Tucson.
And again, no alcohol or illegal drugs.
Nuevamente tiene prohibido consumir o tener con usted alcohol o drogas ilegales.
You don't go back to that address on Oracle and you need to comply with steps and pretrial service.
No puede regresar a esa dirección en Oracle y tiene que cumplir con lo de que indiquen del programa de STEPS y con los servicios previos al juicio.
Thank you, Mr. Perez Rivera.
Gracias, señor Pérez Rivera.
And Madam Interpreter, I wrote the Superior Court's address in English on the sheet. If you want to just tell him to have someone read it to him so he can get to the right courthouse.
And if you can tell him, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the last part.
Yeah, I've written the Superior Court's address in English. If somebody can read it to him, he'll know which courthouse to be at.
Y el abogado le está entregando, le escribió por la dirección del Tribunal Superior, y si alguien se la puede leer, usted va a saber a dónde tiene que acudir al Tribunal Superior, esa dirección.
And the city court address is also on the same paper. And the date.
Y la dirección también del Tribunal Municipal de la ciudad de Tucson está en ese mismo documento, en ese mismo papel.
You're being released. Yeah, just go back and sit down. You'll be released later.
Están dejando en libertad.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you. You may be excused.
Your Honor, may the interpreter be excused?
Yes.
Hey, Edward?
Thank you. Interpreter will now disconnect.
Thanks. The rest of us have 3 more to do. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Edward Biddle.
Mr. Biddle. Interestingly, charging you with that. This occurred starting in January of 2021. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and if either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions.
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Judge. I concur with the state's recommendation.
Preliminary hearing date is going to be February the 3rd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the Green Valley Justice Court. You're going to be released to the third party participate in monitoring and treatment of their supervision that will include no alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact with alleged victims, board, or members. You're not to return to the incident location. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're not to provide financial or accounting services for any entities. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And behavioral health assessment and recommended treatment. I'd suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. You're also not to leave the state of Arizona. Thank you, Mr. Biddle.
Thank you.
Not here because read everything in context.
You with it?
Good evening, I'm Judge Ted, and you are
Stephanie Gilman.
Ms. Gill. In a complaint charging you with 2 counts of criminal damage alleged occurred earlier today. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions of release?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Your Honor, I understand the state is recommending a $2,500 bond, but as the court may have already noted, Stephanie has one DUI from over 84 months ago, which is over a decade ago, really, from 2014. I understand the dollar values are rather high, and DUI charges may be forthcoming based on the other facts in the interim complaint. We are nonetheless asking the court to consider releasing Stephanie to pretrial services supervision. She has lived in Tucson for close to 8 years and has a stable residence. So in light of all of that, Judge, and in light of absolutely no felony history, we are asking you to consider releasing Stephanie to pretrial services. Thank you.
Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor.
With some very strict conditions, I'm going to consider your release to pretrial services. No alcohol. No alcohol in your residence, your vehicles. You don't go anywhere that alcohol is served or consumed. You don't go to any parties. You go out with friends at some place that doesn't serve alcohol. Do you understand that?
I do.
Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and recommended treatment. You understand that?
I do.
No driving without a valid license, no contact with the alleged victim. You comply with any other monitoring or treatment directed by pretrial services. Preliminary hearing date will be February the 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. You don't leave the state of Arizona. And I'd suggest that you not discuss this matter other than in the course of evaluations with professionals, with anyone except your attorney. All right, thank you. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
David Osoyo.
Mr. Interim complaint charging with strong arm robbery. Alleged it occurred earlier today. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Nothing to add to the written recommendation, Judge.
And Your Honor, I acknowledge Mr. Osoyo has some felony history. And this is a serious charge. We acknowledge all of that. And speaking with Mr. Osoyo, Judge, he's not able to afford any bond today. But we understand if the court's not inclined to release him to pretrial services supervision, we ask that the bond be somewhere close to $2,000 because he's really not able to afford any bond at this time. Okay, thank you.
Preliminary hearing date will be January 26th at 1:30. Bond is $7,500. You post the bond, you'll be instructed of pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact with the victims. You don't go back to the incident location. Behavioral health assessment and treatment to the extent that it's available in custody or under the supervision of pretrial services if you are out of custody. You're not to leave the state of Arizona, and I'd suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Osola.
Good luck, sir.
I gotta go take you back.
There's no, since I'm in there, the cake's a phone thing.
No, not until you.
That's the last one.